dialing in the various platforms.
Hey, Joe. And hey, John T. Walsh
John
Jr.
T. Walsh.
And hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Boy, the whole crowd is here.
Yeah.
And the dogs are outside.
Yeah, so Kona will howl at the harmonica. But once it gets started, she settles down.
And the parakeet's been moved from the studio. Poor Budgie. Budgie sings too much, and she sings louder than he sings louder than we do, so Budgie had to be moved. Poor Perush. So this first song I'm going to start out is called The Hammer and the Cross. This is a medieval story, a medieval ghost story, in fact. Like the trust in a lost friend, will a song about promises kept ever ring through her heart? Now the oath breaker's song, it's a curse down the years, it's the only song I know. Shields once were embossed with the hammer and the cross. When the lambs grew fat and the summers ever were fair, but the reaping grows grim where the reap hooks all our stores, and the heart drove the oak leaves astray when the long ships beached by the bay. Burned then was the hall, the shield hung roof tree so tall, and the blackened stones of our breached walls were all that remained. A cloud conquered the sun, or our shadows stolen away. Now our ashes ride with the wind. The brambles grew wild on the old trodden way, while the horn blast sounds down the days. Will the cold rain never end, like the trust in a lost friend? Will a song about promises kept ever ring through a hall? Now the oath breakers song, it's a curse down the years. It's the only song I know. A storm tumbled the pine, drove the oak leaves astray, while the long ships beached by the bay. Good. I like the harmonica on that. That's new.
Thank you.
Nice, Cheryl.
Yes. well,
And
keep
this is,
helping
I'm
me
going
with
to
it.
change the set just a very little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Shadowbride instead of Granite and the
okay.
Whiskey. This is a lyric written by J.R.R. Tolkien, and the melody was written by S.J.Altman.
And I want to say hi to Michael and hi to Wanda. Thanks for joining us. when past. He sat as still
as carved in stone, and yet no shadow cast. The White House perched upon his head, beneath the winter's moon. White fair beasts and thought him dead, beneath the stars of June. There came a lady clad in gray, all in the twilight shining. One moment she would stand and stay, her hair with flowers entwining. He woke as had he sprung from stone, and broke the spell that bound him. Clasped her fast, both flesh and bone, and wrapped her shadow round him. Dwells below where neither days nor any nights there are, but once a year when caverns yawn and hidden fades away, they dance together then till dawn, and a single shadow called Shadowbride, lyrics by J.R.R. Tolkien. And we're going to do a Norman Blake traditional song for you. I think it's a traditional song arranged by Norman Blake, if I'm correct.
And I want to say hi to Ruthie and Finn who are watching. Thank you, Ruthie.
Hi, Finn.
And Craig Ellis.
Hi, Craig.
And if you would like to spend some time on Tuesday nights listening to some music, you can check out Craig Ellis' show. He's on streetjelly.com, 7 o'clock on Tuesdays.
15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. Throwing dice in the railroad yard don't get you too much jack. Working on that section gang surely break your back. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. I'm gonna ride down to Fairbanks town in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall is my name in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall is my name in the state of Arkansas. Throwing dice in the railroad yard don't get you too much jive, but working on that section gang will surely break your back. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall is my name in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall is my name in the state of Arkansas. Now, do you remember what key we do Thunderbird in?
D.
D. Okay, this is a John Hiatt song.
My daughter's favorite.
This is kind of a
Oh, hi Wanda. I don't know if I said hi to Wanda.
this is kind of an interesting prelude because after that we're going to be reading a Sylvia Plath song, and this song is called Thunderbird, and ostensibly it's a song about a car, a Thunderbird, right? But if you listen carefully, you're going to see that it's not a song about a Thunderbird at all. That's sort of the vehicle that Hiatt is used to discuss violence, genocide. It's just such a strange thing, and I didn't know it when I first started listening to the song. I mean, my first reaction was, "Geez, I love Thunderbirds. I always wanted to have a '57 Thunderbird," you know. And then I listened to the song 10, 15, 20 times, and one day it hit me like a ton of lead. That's John Hiatt. So this is called Thunderbird.
And Eric Fetty's watching it.
Hi, Eric. How are you? My Thunderbird, put your head on my shoulder, don't say a word, we'll cut across town on my Thunderbird. There's a burial ground beneath the cattle herd, Mr. Henry Ford is building me a Thunderbird, my Thunderbird, my Thunderbird. Put your head on my shoulder, don't say a word, we'll cut across town with my Thunderbird. We're from Pennsylvania, Welshmen of words. My daddy drove it, so do I drive the Thunderbird, my Thunderbird, my Thunderbird. Put your head on my shoulder, don't say a word, we'll cut across town with my Thunderbird. Got electric windows, tilt-away wheel, slide across the leather seat for that sexy leather feel. My Thunderbird, bucket seat, my Thunderbird. She's the voice of the future, baby, have you heard? Tomorrow's taking wings of my Thunderbird. Down to the Model T, well, a lot of men have died so that you could ride with me in my Thunderbird, my Thunderbird. Put your weight on my shoulder, don't say a word, we'll cut across town in my Thunderbird. My daddy was a salesman, my brother was too. I'd do anything so that I could ride with you, my Thunderbird, my Thunderbird. Willie Loman's talking louder, I can hear a word. I'm driving too fast in my Thunderbird. Yeah, they made him that way. Yeah, they made him that way. Yeah, they made him that way. All right.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. So that brings us to the poems side of this, and I chose a pretty controversial poem. It was very widely anthologized, written by Sylvia Plath, called Daddy. And as it turns out, Sylvia Plath's father was a Nazi, and was a Nazi, and was apparently, at least according to the poem, involved in flattening parts of Poland. And she obviously had, when she was a little child, she was very much in love with her father, who was an educator, I think, and then I guess fell out of love with him, and then she had thoughts of doing violence to him, but apparently he died on his own. So
she didn't have to.
So she didn't have to. And the second part of the poem, we find that she rebuilds her father, and what she's talking about in that is her husband, Ted Hughes. And Ted Hughes was a very popular and famous academic, and in some ways took some of the spotlight from Sylvia, who later, we kind of found that later when people started discovering her poetry was really the real genius. So this is by Sylvia Plath, and when I read this, I try to imagine Ivanka Trump reading it, because she, like Sylvia Plath, has an extremely autocratic father. So that might be something that might make this a little bit more relevant. We'll see. Daddy by Sylvia Plath. You do not do any more, black shoe, in which I have lived like a foot for 30 years, poor and white, barely daring to breathe or achoo. Daddy, I have had to kill you. You died before I had time, marble heavy, a bag full of God, ghastly statue with one gray toe, big as a Frisco seal. And a head in the freakish Atlantic, where it pours bean green over blue, in the waters off beautiful Nauset. I used to pray to recover you. Ach, du. In the German tongue, in the Polish town, scraped flat by the roller of wars, wars, wars. But the name of the town is common. My Polak friend says there are a dozen or two. So I could never tell where you put your foot, your root. I never could talk to you. The tongue stuck in my jaw. It's stuck in a barbed wire snare. Ich. I could hardly speak. I thought every German was you, and the language obscene. An engine, chuffing me off like a Jew to Dachau, Auschwitz, Belsen. I began to talk like a Jew. I think I may well be a Jew. The snows of the Tyrol, the clear beer of Vienna are not very pure or true. With my gypsy ancestress and my weird luck and my tarot pack, I may be a bit of a Jew. I have always been scared of you, with your Luftwaffe, your gobbledygoo and your neat mustache and your Aryan eye, bright blue. Panzerman, oh you. Not God, but a swastika. So black no sky could squeak through. Every woman adores a fascist. The boot in the face, the brute heart of a brute like you. You stand at the blackboard, Daddy. In the picture I have of you, a cleft in your chin instead of your foot, but no less a devil for that. No, not any less the black man who bit my pretty red heart in two. I was 10 when they buried you. At 20, I tried to die and get back to you. I thought even the bones would do. But they pulled me out of the sack and they stuck me together with glue. And then I knew what to do. I made a model of you, a man in black with a Mein Kampf look and a love of the rack and the screw. And I said, I do. So Daddy, I'm finally through. The black telephone's off at the root. The voices just can't worm through. If I've killed one man, I've killed two. The vampire who said he was you and drank my blood for a year. 7 years if you want to know. Daddy, you can lie back now. There's a stake in your fat black heart. And the villagers never liked you. They are dancing and stamping on you. They always knew it was you. Daddy, Daddy, you bastard, I'm through. Quite a poem. As it turns out, Otto Plath, her father, who was a Nazi and fought for the Germans, married a Jewish woman. That's why in the middle of the poem, Sylvia is saying, I may be a Jew, because as many of you know, Jewishness is inherited through the mother. And so in a certain sense, Sylvia Plath did feel that sort of funny thing with her father having been a Nazi. Okay, powerful poem. But, you know, as the world slips towards autocracy, maybe we have to think about things that are not pleasant to think about. Now, let's get away from that and play some bluegrass. What do you say?
Stuff, yeah. Fun stuff, and you can only play fun stuff with a red harmonica. Thank you, Michael.
A red harmonica?
A red harmonica.
How about a sunburst guitar?
And, well, I think they match. Maybe not, but they sound good together anyway. And if you are interested in hearing some more of our music, you can check out our website, dognoseband.com. It's dog K-N-O-W-S, or kurthenry.com. We have CDs there. And if you purchase a CD, we match the price and we send that money off to a local food pantry. So
This is
appreciate your help.
I'm sorry, sir.
That's
I'm sorry,
okay.
sweetie. This is a song I wrote some years ago, and I was playing with a band that, strangely enough, loved both bluegrass and reggae music. And so you say, well, where do you go with that? Here's where you go with that. And I think back to that band and how tolerant they were of my strange ideas. This is called I Hear My Name. I hear my name come whispering through the trees. The night shines cold, I just can't sleep. The sky is clear, no clouds obscure the view. So strange to think I can't see you. The moon is shining brightly alone against the night, shining bright. It's shining on me. It moves across the skyway, leaves me wondering why I spend my time so cold and lonely. My baby used to stay home every night. She keep me warm and treat me right. We talked about tomorrows with a grin. If luck ran out, love would win. Now I understand the beginning and the end of a change. There's nothing lasting, memories to be learned, caged in letters to be burned, are rearranged in seasons passing. Sweet evergreen that grows the whole year long. I will track you down. You can't be wrong. But the night is deep and cold, and I hope I can hold to this dream. It keeps me going. The wind calls through the trees, and a woman's voice to me. So it seems, oh, love keeps growing. Take it, baby. My name come whispering through the trees. The light shines cold, I just can't sleep. The sky's clear, no clouds obscure the view. So strange to think I can't see you. And I think I see that it wasn't meant to be. It's okay, I just can't change it. For an hour in my hands, unafraid. Could I cage you? Nice solo, Cheryl.
Thank you.
And that brings us to one of my Julia songs. This is called Julia in Running Shoes. And one of the cool things about this song is the time signatures in. So, Craig, you're out there. Craig, this is a test. I'm going to ask you when we're done. I'm going to ask. In fact, I might even call you up and ask you if you can tell me what the key signatures are. I mean, what the time signatures are.
Key signature.
Not the key signatures.
The
I have
time.
key signatures are in my pocket so I can drive my car. That's professional musician talk for you. You ready, darling?
I think so.
Okay, here we go. It's just as easy as 4, 5, and 6 when you are playing each sexy love trick. You're taking pleasure as I run faster. I slip and falter, sweet song disaster. Running you down across a field of ice, catching you would be so warm and so nice. Turning your pretty back to me, baby, thinking that you could outrun me, maybe. One, two, three, 4, Yeah. How about that strange ending? It took us a while to figure that one out. This next song is we're doing this Thursday night at the Colony, the famous Colony Cafe in Woodstock. We're going to be doing a showcase of all the artists who are on Smoking Fish Records. We are also on Smoking Fish Records. And we'll be doing a showcase with a bunch of artists like Dave Kearney, Marilyn Kirby, and Don Sparks, and a bunch of really nice people. And open book. Yeah. So there'll be a bunch. I'm sure there are several we've left out. But that'll be a fun show. We're on the late end of it, being the last act, or actually on the very late end of it. So if you're near Woodstock and you want to stop in, please do. But we've reworked this song especially for the purpose of playing this show. We've worked in a lot more harmonica on it for Cheryl. So not to put the pressure on you. Don't crossing your fingers is bad luck.
Cross my toes.
Maybe it's a good idea. Don't cross your toes because you'll trip and fall again, and we did that last week. Okay. So this is called Over the Mountain. And it's kind of it's a country rock, bluegrassy country rock song. I think you'll like it.
And you're gonna play in tune too. Yeah, we have quite a few outdoor shows and live shows in July, and on our Facebook pages we have a Facebook poster with those dates on it. But you can also find those dates on our calendar on our website, kurthenry.com. So check it out. We hope to see you out live.
1, 2, 3, 4. Over a mountain and out on the plains, there is my country girl. I just found out her name. This can't be wrong, 'cause this melody is coming on so strong, so strong. Her voice is like a summer breeze that's blowing through my hair. Oh, I've only seen it once, I hear it everywhere, and I know I'll be hearing it everywhere I go, where I go. Song she has taught me has brought about a change. I sang it on the mountaintop against the driving rain, unless I'm wrong. Well, the sun came out to hear this song, to hear this song. Over the mountain and out on the plains, there lives my country girl. I just found out her name. This can't be wrong, 'cause this melody is coming on so strong, so strong. I forgot the second C part.
Yes. That's okay. I've figured it out. Hi, Marilyn. Thanks for joining us, Marilyn Barton.
Well, it's been a wonderful 40 minutes or so. And we're going to finish off with a song called River of Stars. This was inspired by our very own Hudson River, which we try to spend some time on when we can. River of Stars. Thank you so much. It was nice seeing you all here at the 9 Mile Swamp.
Yes, we enjoy your company. Come back again next week and check out our calendar for July. See if you can come to one of our live shows. And hopefully we can see you at the Colony on Thursday. Doors open at 7, shows at 8, and you can get your tickets early if you go to the Colony website. You can also find a link on our Facebook pages. Here's the fancy technology for ending credits. We're so grateful you can make it.